Hello and welcome to our burn test video of some Candle Shack fragrance oil candles that we made a couple of weeks ago. And what were they?
Black cherry, coffee mocha and pan au chocolat.
We'll put a link to that making video on the screen right now. We've been waiting really patiently for a full 2 weeks of curing before we test these out, and the day has come. It's been really hot over the last couple of weeks in the UK, kind of almost every day over 30 degrees Celsius, and in the house it's been high 20s. And we'll do a close-up of these candles. They've been sweating out. I think that's the fragrance oil coming out. So these were done at 10%. The pan au chocolat is just under, it's about 9% because I got the amount of wax wrong, got carried away when talking. And coffee mocha had a bit less wax, so that is more concentrated, so that's sweating the most. And that one, black cherry, is just right. And is it sweating?
A little.
Little bit. And it's also got colouring. I don't know if that's actually like cherry oil or what's going on. That's pan au chocolat, 131 grams. So we weigh them before we light them. And I want to think positively. I want to think that we get really good hot throw this time, because we've been struggling to get good hot throw. Cold throw, no problem. Oh, talking of fragrances, do you want to say what your rating is? Let's start with coffee mocha. Give that a smell. That's more coffee now. After 2 weeks, the coffee smell has come. Before, it was more of a sweet.
A 7.
7, pretty good. And more of a sweet, like a caramel smell, but now it's a bit more chocolatey. And pan au chocolat, I've been sniffing over the weeks, and it's definitely, the chocolate's come through now. Can you get the chocolate? Before it was just a pastry, like a croissant kind of smell. 8.5, yeah. And this one is really realistic. It's really like a pan au chocolat. It's delicious. And black cherry, what do you reckon?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. That is really strong. And
I also love black cherry.
You also love black cherry, yeah. And the smell's kind of matured, and I think it's more realistic. It was quite a bit like cherry cough sweet at the beginning, but now it's still a little bit of that, but it's definitely a sweet and definitely cherry.
Hi, I'm Imogen and this is my dad, Alan.
If this is the first time we're meeting, welcome to Immerscent. We decided to start a candle business because Imogen wanted some scented candles from the shop, and we found that they don't smell that great when they're lit. You know, the fumes coming off. So we've been looking into making our own candles, and at the same time we thought, well, let's teach Imogen about setting up a handmade business. So now we've weighed the candles. Do you want to do the honours of lighting them? And then I'm going to move them. I have one in this room, and I'm going to move one into the kitchen, and I put one in the living room.
That'll look after.
Yeah, well, you can look after it. Yeah, it'll take a while for the... Shall we trim the wicks a bit more? Because they are a bit long. I decided to leave them a bit long than to try and trim them too short, because we've sometimes trimmed them a little short. Oh, like that, you reckon? Okay. So if you want to go ahead and light them, you have to keep pressing it until the flame starts. That's it. And try not to knock the wick with the thing, yeah, because you don't want to spread the wick open. I might just get a normal lighter, to be honest, because it does work, but you gotta get it. You see that gap? You want to get the wick in the middle of the gap so that you're not bashing the wick. It's a bit tricky, but if you pay attention, you can do it. Otherwise, I found we kind of knocked the wick with the lighter, and it makes it fray already. So you're starting with a mushroom before we even... Keep pressing until it's lit. That's it. Don't be. Keep pressing. That's it. Okay, good stuff. That's lit now.
I managed not to knock it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gradually we're gradually getting better, because what are we now? 2 months, 6 weeks. Is it a month from it? May, June, July, middle of. Actually, we're at the kind of the 13th of July today. So since May, 1.5 months ish, roughly. So probably we're up to about 25 candles of practice, and yeah, I've been holding off making more now because we've tried EU464 wax, and we found that we've had one good hot throw and the rest have been not so good. We've done like lower temperature fragrance oil edition, higher temperature fragrance oil edition. We've done mixtures of coconut and soy, and then I realised we probably can't mix non-pure oils because of all the other additives that the manufacturers put in. So we've got some weird things going on. And we've tried, what else have we tried? Yeah, so now we decided to try this RCX Rapeseed Coconut Wax from Candle Shack with their fragrance oils, following their recipes, but only up to the extent of the temperatures and the wick type and the fragrance oil loading, which is, well, supposed to be 10%, but we've got a bit over and a bit under on some of these, in the hope that if we follow their recipe, which is tried and tested, we're not quite following it all the way because our vessels are different as well, will we get hot throw? Because that's kind of quite important for scented candles, right?
Like and subscribe if you think we're going to get hot throw.
Yeah, that would be good. And so what we'll do is we'll let these burn for a while and we'll check back in and see how we're getting on. And I'm just hoping that we finally get hot throw. So we're about an hour in and I've got some really good news. We finally got some convincing hot throw. This is black cherry and this is the strongest scent that we're getting, and the smell is going up the stairs. So for the first time we don't have to try and convince ourselves that there's some scent going on, because it's really obvious and it's really pleasant. There's no kind of off smells. It's just a nice cherry smell, and the flame looks good. Not too big, not too small. I'm just really happy because this is the first time we're using RCX. This is pain au chocolat and it's filling the kitchen with lovely pain au chocolat smell. Again, it's really convincing. We don't have to really think hard to smell it. Flame looks good. So yeah, another winner. So yeah, very happy. And this is coffee mocha, also after about an hour. It's a bit less strong. I'd say at the moment 6. I don't know if this room that we normally film in, I don't know if it's not so good for scent to move around. I've cracked open the French door a bit to get some circulation going, which could just be that the throw from this particular scent isn't as strong as the others, and it doesn't help having 3 going at the same time, because obviously I can close doors, but we're getting a bit of scent creep, if that's a thing, from the other candles. So I don't know if I'm smelling chocolate from the next door kitchen or from the coffee mocha chocolate, but there's something there. Again, it's massively, massively better than no scent at all. But I think overall a big success, because for the first time using RCX wax, we've got 2 out of 3 first go really good. So happy, because I'm trying to encourage Imogen, get her excited about business. And yeah, of course, the reality is things don't always go smoothly, but I'm glad that we weren't on a really super long speed bump with the hot throw, because even I was starting to get a bit frustrated. What else can we try? My takeaway from this is, if you are struggling with your wax, give it a good go. Try a few different oils and wicks, but don't get too hung up on it. I think, if I didn't give this RCX wax a go, we'd still be kind of pulling our hair out, figuring out why we're not getting any hot throw. And we're only a couple of months in, so relatively inexperienced. And I do know certain waxes, especially in their purer form, can be quite tricky, especially for a beginner. So yeah, if you're wondering which wax to go for, just purely from our experience, I'd say give rapeseed coconut wax a go. And it's supposedly a bit more sustainable than soy, because depending where the soy's from, it's been linked to deforestation and a lot of pesticide use. So while as rapeseed's grown here in the UK, yellow flowers in the fields everywhere in the summer, and in Europe, of course, and it's a European-made wax. So coconut portion aside, it's more local. and more sustainable in transportation anyway. Thanks for watching and joining in our first successful convincing hot throw at last. If you want to follow along our journey, please do subscribe, and if you've got any questions or comments, do leave them. We'll always reply. We will see you in the next video. Bye for now.